here from now on for the whole rest of the camp. But this is called the Turk, right? It's named after wrestlers from a country called Turkey. That makes sense, right? They popularized and made this famous back in, the 1940s, 1950s. And we've adopted it and used it in this series ever since, right? So Dom's going to show you the Turk, and we're going to make sure we call out a few key points about how it works and how we score points with it. But before he launches in, I want to reinforce a couple things from that free leg over free leg, trap leg over your free leg. So break the flag, and then just stop. Okay, boom, we're here. Notice Dom's knee is on the far side of Angelo's hip. It's not back between his legs, it's not down below his hip, it's on the far side of his hip. Just like it was when we were on our base and we had our thigh on the soft side of his midsection. That's important. Let's keep that. Have him walk around and coach the kids up to make sure the ones that aren't there are there. If he moves there, you got it. The reason why that's so important is because when he starts putting this pressure to roll him over to turn, that knee causes his hips to twist towards his back this way, which is what we want. If that knee is not in the right position, then Angelo is just able to slide. He can glide and slide forward and away to the left to take the pressure off and prevents him from turning. So then all this becomes a waste of time, so any points out of it. No fun. Right now maybe we can go do something else cool, but we want to score with this. So that knee on the ground, on the mat, on the far side of that hip is what allows Dominic to get all the pressure he's getting ready to show you. And now I'll shut up and let him kind of walk you through how we do this one.
All right, so gonna be slightly different based on the breakdown you did. If you did that 2-on-1, you kind of get to skip a step. This arm's already posted out straight forward, which is what we need for that move. So when we start to move from there, all we're gonna do, post here, right above the elbow on the arm, make sure that they can't bring their arm back. Now, if we just did the double chop, his arm might not necessarily be forward like that. My favorite way to get an arm straightened out, and we're actually going to do this again later in the camp with the half too, is to get him to roll his wrist out, you just reach up and grab this wrist. The bottom wrestler is good at hand fighting. They're going to roll that out. All we're going to do is lock our elbow and the elbow joint to elbow joint and drive that forward. All right? From here, basically in the same position, grab that wrist for a second to pull this out and then post again on that elbow. Either way, we should end here with this arm forward. When this arm is posted out to the side, that prevents us from popping through and turning them to this turn. So, for the turn, the vast majority of this move is done with the hips, all right? You should be able to turn the bottom wrestler all the way to their back with just your legs and hips here. As far as the arm and crossface part of this move goes, that's more just to hold them into the position that you're putting them in. But all of the pressure, momentum, that should all come from your hips and legs to the point where even if I'm just leave my arms up here, I'm not going to crossface, not do the top half of this move. All I'm going to do is pop my hips to show you how much pressure should be there and how easy it should be to turn the bottom guy with it. So we're here, popped over to the back. Obviously from here I'm not holding him so he can just roll back, but there's plenty enough pressure to get him all the way to his back. So make sure that the vast majority of this turn comes from your hips, popping in, and elevating that back leg. Now, the other part of this move is going to be this top half here where I'm holding on to the head, making sure I'm holding him in that turn position. So as I pop my hips, I'm going to cross face. I'm going to kind of carry his head like I'm a football carrying, or like I'm a running back carrying a football. Got it here tight in my side. Elbow straight up across my forearm. We're not coming across the throat here. Don't like to come across this arm. When it comes straight up across the side of the face to hold this. Here, We slide that knee out, make sure that we remain in our good leg ride position. My knees are wide, my butt's facing the ceiling. I've got my toe or my heel toe position. My head is up, chest up. I'm posted out wide here. And I'm holding tight on this head so we can't roll back. The biggest mistake that gets made with this move is when we turn them over, a lot of people will get caught on their hip. They'll let this leg slide under them. If you're in this position here, all the bottom wrestler has to do is they just bridge and roll into you, and they're most likely going to get a reversal, but almost even likely a reversal to your back. So you're putting yourself in a real dangerous position here. When you do this move wrong, you're going to give a great opportunity for a reversal and potentially a near fall. When we do this move right, it's very, very low risk. As long as my knee stays out wide and my butt to the ceiling, he can't turn into me. It's not possible. He's not going to be able to do it. So from here, we're just pushing off this post. We got our knee in the mat as well as a post. All our weight down on top of him, holding tight to that head. Now, show you one more time. So this time he's got his arm posted out. I can't get the turn. Reach for that wrist. Lock our joints here together. Drive that forward. Post. From here, we're gonna pop our hips and turn. As we're doing that, we're grabbing this face, pulling it in tight, post up, slide that knee out, chest up. All right, any questions on this one? All right, let's try it on 3. 1, 2, 3.